Hello, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and this is episode 30 in my Automate Everything Minecraft series. In today's episode, I am going to be working on spawning and killing the wither. Now, the first thing I actually have to do is build a structure that is witherproof. Now, there are several blocks that are witherproof, including palladium and ironite, which I have plenty of both. Now, if we look at the let's just do ironite real fast. I do have some blocks made up because that's what I'm going to be using. I could also use palladium. I have plenty of that as well. But I'm going to be going ahead and using ironite. So let's grab a bunch of that and let's go to an area in which I have designated as a good area to spawn withers. Now let's actually grab a builder's wand as well. Maybe even another one. And then I have an area set up underneath this spawning building right here because after all it is mob spawning. I have all of these turned off right now, but I assure you it's been working really well. In addition, I have set up an experience capture system with an XP vacuum right here. And that's done really well. I have over 500 levels stored up in an experience obelisk, which is just basically a structure that can store experience. Anyways, so let's continue, and there's actually a basement under here, right here. Now this basement will be for wither spawning, so let's go ahead and start working with this area. Real fast, let's get rid of these torches that we don't quite need. I do have an area back here. This will be for some machinery or an automatic wither spawning device, I guess. And I can actually leave all the torches back here, so I should not have got rid of that. So let's hit F7. Let's see where else we need torches. Right there and there. Seems to be good. Anyways, let's get started on building this thing. So on each side, I think I am going to have an entryway through this elevator. Withers are not... Withers actually have something like a 1x3x3 footprint, I think. So they will not be able to get through thin doors. Or doorways. So I'm going to be implementing some thin doorways back here so withers can't get out of this cage, but I can get out and get in anytime I want. So let's grab a wand. Let's set it to a better mode. Okay, so let's build up the back. I'm gonna have the ceiling be 2 thick rather than just 1 thick like the rest of the structure, because just kind of in case, I guess. I have accidentally spawned withers and they somehow get through the ceiling of my structures before, and they can kind of cause some difficulties when they do that. So I'm going to try to prevent them from doing that. So hopefully my prevention steps are successful. Anyways, so here's going to be our doorways. The withers shouldn't be able to get through. I'm also going to be having kind of another wall in here. I'm trying to make it super difficult for the withers to potentially get at me or get out. Okay, so and then one more little thing here. Okay, so basically there's 3 doorways that this thing will have to get through if it wants to actually get out. We'll have to go through this, and then through one of the side doors here. So hopefully it won't be able to get out, or the withers. I shouldn't say it because there will be multiple withers. Anyways, so let's get this set up in a different mode here. That is the mode we want. Okay, so that's... The interior can be 4 high. Let's go ahead and do this. I think that's 4 high if I do that. Yes. Okay, that should be good. And we can put torches on the top of this thing. Hopefully they won't get blown up or anything. I don't think they will, but who knows. I'm not really a super expert on this stuff. Okay, so we have a cage. I think it'll work pretty well. Let's throw some torches in here as well, and hopefully the wither won't be able to destroy these torches. I don't think any torches in here will survive, but hopefully torches right here will be able to. So not too much, hopefully will spawn in here. Now the next thing I need to do is actually I need to spawn a wither, because to build a wither spawner, because there's actually a device to do this, or a wither builder rather, you actually need a Nether Star. So before we do that, we need to spawn ourselves one wither. So let's get rid of anything valuable in my inventory. Let's also switch my armor to my non-jetpack variant. And then let's grab what we need to make a wither. So we need 4 soul sand. And then we need some wither skeleton skulls. So we have a lot of these things now, thanks to my little spawning upstairs. It has been working super well. So now it's time to test this bad boy out. Okay, so during this stage, I am going to get as far away from it as possible because I cannot hurt it. I'm going to wait for it to go boom, and then I am going to hopefully kill it. Oh no, didn't mean to do that. Get away from me, sir. So my axe doesn't appear to be like super good. And these torches just aren't going to live. So let's try this. Okay, so I've got it in a good situation right here. He can't really get at me. Cool. Oh, and it even upgraded my hatchet. That's awesome. So I can add some more modifier to it to make it sharper and do more damage. Anyways, I have 1 wither star, so let's go ahead, go upstairs. Actually, you know what? Let's add some torches out here. I don't want monsters spawning down here if I can help it. Cool. So I'm not too worried about monsters spawning in there. They will be killed by the same thing that will kill the withers. So let's go ahead and hit F7 once more to get rid of all the light overlay stuff. And because it's raining, I'm going to go ahead and take a nap. Anyways. So now we can build a wither builder. And I'm probably going to build 2 of these. I'm not super sure. But for right now, let's go ahead. We'll use this recipe. Let's set it and forget it. Not really forget it, because we need to use it. Anyways, so let's take a look at, because I kind of forget where exactly this will work. Okay, so we need to set it underneath, essentially. So our floor can be like right here, and then this will be underneath. So that makes things pretty easy. We're going to need some stuff. We're going to need a couple of export buses. Actually, we might only need 1. We'll need a 1 capacity card. And let's go ahead and throw 3 of these in here. I'm pretty sure those will not be necessary. Let's grab some covered cable, as well as a facade, or some facades, and ME conduit. Let's grab a few of those. Also, I need a way to get the items from inside that wither cell to my applied energistic system, and there is actually a machine for this. I looked at trying to use vacuum chests, but those would not work. They will not teleport items through floors, but there is a machine that will. It is called a vacuumulator, and it is from thermal expansion once again. So I have built a few of those. I did a little bit of testing on those, and they do work, which is pretty fantastic. So let's go ahead and also grab some import buses. Let's grab 2 of those, as well as some more cards for those. So that should be good. Hopefully we have just about everything we need here. I think I'm going to go ahead and set up 2 wither builders at some point. So what I'm going to do right now is set up the first one, and then we'll probably set up another one a little bit later. Anyways, let's dig out an area first off to where we can put the wither builder and all of the things that we need down here. So I'm going to go ahead and pop up that light level overlay real fast. Or actually, it's not, I guess, technically a light level overlay. It just tells me where I need more light. Okay, so that should be good. Let's go ahead and do that. Anyways, let's spawn our withers, not directly against this back wall, but actually one up. And I don't want them to be spawned against any wall, so right here would be good because the wither will take up 1x3 block space up above. I have that. Oh, whoops, I need to change back in my jetpack. I'm so used to having it on, it's just like natural that I try to fly right there. Okay, so the working area is right here, which is exactly where I want it to be. Now we need to get the necessary items into the system, so let's go ahead and build that. We need an export bus, and we can set that up, let's say right here. That should be fine. And we actually need the stuff. So we need a wither skeleton skull and soul sand. Now before I actually attach this to the applied energistic system, I need to get my grinders, my draconic evolution grinders, and I forget what they're called. I think it might just be mob grinders. Yeah, I need some of these. So I need to rotate this skull facing death. Make sure that's all lined up. That is. And then let's go ahead and place one more over here. I think it's three in, so yeah. And that seems to be perfect. So I need energy conduit as well, so let's grab some flux duct. I don't need the best flux duct, but let's go ahead and use the... Yeah, let's just use resonant flux duct just because we can. We won't need any more of those. So let's see what we can do as far as our conduit and running our conduit here. Whoa, okay, that was weird. Anyways, so I think what we can do is let's run the energy just straight down out of here. Actually, you know what? Let's run it out the back. And I'm doing weird things that I shouldn't be doing. Okay, so out the back. That would be this one. And let's run it right down here. Cool. So, and I can just grab some covers and make this look nice. We can go ahead and run the applied energistics. Okay, so how many channels do I have left? I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I added this export bus to throw away a bunch of stone swords I was getting from those wither skeletons because I was having issues with my system filling up with those, so that was not a good time. Anyways, let's actually run this one back, something like this. So what we can do is we can use our ME conduit right here, and then we can use just regular conduit right here. And then we can facade this up. Actually, I might need one more. And then get some covers. forgot stone. Nope. I don't, oh my goodness. I'm having some. Oh, okay, so I thought I lost it. I thought one of the vacuums got it. Okay, so where I really want this cover is right there. And then let's grab some regular stone to put right here. Okay, cool. So we should have our conduit coming down right up here. We do. And you know what? Let's grab a bunch of facades. And I think I have the covers already. So we can just run these down. And then right here I can have this all blocked up eventually, so I don't need to worry about doing anything to make it look good once I get below the regular floor of right there. Okay, so that's good. Let's go ahead and run the actual conduit itself. And then this can just be something like, actually, let's just do, oh, that's not underneath. Shoot, that won't work. I mean, it would work, it just wouldn't look good. So if we do something like this, that will work, because then we can cover it up and make it look nice from above. Now let's run our applied energistics cable that I'm not actually going to be using. Whoops, I need conduits. Cool, got plenty of it. Okay, so I have 5 channels used above, so I only have 3 channels. Thankfully, that's all I need, because I need 1 export bus for the wither builder, for this wither builder, 1 for the other wither builder, and then 1 for the vacuumulators. Okay, so let's connect that real fast. These should have power now. They do. Fantastic. Now let's go ahead and hook this up. I also need power to it, which is not a problem. Boom. And then we need to do the same thing over here. Okay, so we have a wither. It's actually changed its mode. A wither did die. Okay, so kind of like I expected, that was kind of violent. Anyways, the withers are dead. There is loot sitting up there. We need to set up our vacuumulators at some point pretty soon. Okay, we'll be right here. So I need 1 more export bus. I need to get rid of this. And I need 1 capacity card. No, it was right there. And then I need, let's grab some facades while we're here. And then my wither skeleton skulls. And my soul sand. Okay, so I actually should set up my vacuumulator real fast. And let's actually set 1 up here. and one up here. And then what we can do is we can have some sort of storage in between that will actually grab all the items. Okay, so that's cool. And then in the back, and let's just use modular storage. Does that have a storage cell? It does. So let's use some item conduit to connect these up real fast. Okay, so this needs to be extract, always on. This needs to be insert, extract, always on, insert. So the item should come in here. Let's set up the import bus. And let's do that from the bottom. I think that'll work the best. So then what we can do is just something like this. So we should have the Nether Stars and stuff go into the system so I can make another wither builder. Maybe. Device missing channel. Is it really, or are you just saying? Okay, it's online now. Cool. Now let's go ahead and set up this export bus as well. Yeah, I definitely am done with that. So let's see here. Make another wither builder. Turn it off real fast to make sure its working area is exactly where we want it to be. Excuse me. Fantastic. Okay, so let's actually turn the working area thing off on both of these. But it seems like everything is going to be where it needs to be. So let's go ahead and make this look all nice and better with some nice facades and some covers. Okay, so hopefully that's good enough. And then let's grab our covers. I didn't even need this to drop down all the way. So let's get rid of these because we don't need them. And then to make this a little bit easier, a platform for temporary usage. Fantastic. And then what I'm going to do for the rest of this, I think, is let's get a couple of elevators. Actually, let's get 4 elevators. Let's get rid of that. We'll need a few more covers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place an elevator here and here, and then the same thing over here, here and here. And then we'll just block this up. Like so. So now, let's go up and then use some covers, and then we'll be pretty much finished with this build, which is pretty fantastic. So if everything works out all right, we shouldn't have any withers and doing any funny shenanigans. I didn't set that up. Well, that was dumb. So let's actually do that. And this block is... Okay, let's... it is smart enough to only export... Or... Oh my goodness. It will only... Okay, what I was trying to say is it will only allow wither skeleton skulls in these spots up here, and it will only allow soul sand in these spots down here. So I don't have to do anything fancy as far as the setup there. It just happens as it should. So that's pretty fantastic. It seems like everything's working out. I should have 5 Nether Stars, I believe, in my system. I do, so it seems to be pretty lossless at this point. We haven't lost any of them. So yeah, this seems to be a pretty good system. So let's turn these on, let's run away, and then we'll see just how many Nether Stars we can get in a short period of time. Okay, that's a bad idea. Even when they're far away, they're kind of loud. I should probably grab some sound mufflers, and I can definitely do that between episodes. But for right now, oh my god. Okay, so what I'm gonna do. Let's get rid of all this. Let's do this. That doesn't help at all, does it? Actually, I think there is something that will help. Okay, I'm starting to get concerned here. Okay, no, that's okay. I thought maybe they had escaped or something because it wasn't going up very fast. Anyways, I think there might be a way to silence the wither noises because that's kind of annoying. Okay, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and shut it off and then we can wrap up the episode. Okay, so I got those withers to shut up and stop spawning. Anyways, in today's episode, I managed to build this awesome wither spawning area. This structure keeps the withers in this little area right here, and they did not escape anyways. Hopefully they cannot escape. I don't think they can, but who knows. I did get quite a few Nether Stars in that short little run there. I got 203 of them. I do have lots more skulls. I probably have less soul sand. Yes, I do. I do have some more soul sand though, so I can make quite a few more Nether Stars, and that will be fantastic. Anyways, if you liked today's episode, give it a like. If you like automation in modded Minecraft, subscribe to my channel because that's kind of what I do. Signing off, I am Minecraft Phenom 08, and I will see you next time.